Hey folks, I'm Scott Carter with Gatorzone.com. I'm here with my colleague Chris Harry. We're back at the O-Dome. We're on Saturday afternoon. Alabama visits to face the number 3 ranked Gators. And Chris, on Tuesday night, 4-1, it's what, 28th in a row here at home, 14th in a row overall. But still the dominant storyline that night was at least the debut of Chris Walker. Finally got a chance to see him. What did you think of the way Chris Walker fit in with this team?
Which one was he?
I think he was that tall guy who had a couple of nice dunks, right?
Yeah, I think he had a few nice dunks, and I'll be honest, I've been to Quest Field in Seattle, and that's kind of like what this O-Dome sounded like when he threw those 2 dunks down during that game. It was quite a debut for the kid. 7 minutes, 4 points, 2 rebounds, a couple block shots. I mean, to me, it was absolutely perfect, Scott, because so much was expected of this guy, and what Billy Donovan had to be careful with, he didn't want to give this guy too much in that, put him in a situation where he walked off the court thinking, you know, I didn't meet these impossible expectations, and instead he got a little bit of a dose of it. He did exactly what he needed to do, had a couple great highlights, and felt good about himself walking off the court. Now the Gators can get along with their business, and the business at hand is a 2-game lead in the Southeastern Conference. Going to play Alabama Saturday, and got 2 really hard road games next week. The circus has left town. Let's get back to normal a little bit around here.
You know, in the wake of the circus being here, one thing I've noticed is that the Gators are starting to get more publicity nationally. Obviously, you're ranked number 3, but it seemed like when Walker got here, that was on ESPN national TV, Dickie V talking him up, and the Gators it kind of carried across the nation. You see a lot of people on the bandwagon right now. But what's the mindset of Billy Donovan and this team right now at this portion of the season?
Well, they're 9-0 in the league, and as you might expect, Billy Donovan is not at all happy with them. You know, there's a whole lot they could be doing better. There's a whole lot they can be doing on and off the court better. He actually had them come in at 7 o'clock in the morning this morning to get some things settled out that he wanted to deal with. Offensively, the team has some lulls, especially in the first half, and they got to work through that, because down the line they're gonna find a team that's going to come out and be really hot in the first half against that, even against the defenses playing as well as Florida is, and you can't get behind by too many, because now all of a sudden it's an uphill battle, and you know, worst case scenario, that's what happened with Michigan last March. You don't want that to happen in March. So there's some things this team can fix with its offense, ball movement, 3-point shooting, free throw shooting. There's plenty for Billy Donovan to focus on as his team marches on in the second half of the SEC season.
Yeah, we're at that stage of the season where obviously a lot of these teams in the league are getting their second look at Florida, vice versa. Obviously, Alabama is one of those teams. Saturday, Gators went up there and beat them 68-62 last month. What was the key for the Gators in that game, and what are you expecting in this matchup on Saturday?
Well, up there they started slow again, 3-point shooting, but ended up outscoring Alabama. But Alabama plays defense. They have a guard, Trevor Relaford, who can get in the lane. That's caused Florida problems, a little bit of problems. But they have tape, they have reference points where they can go back. And now as they go ahead with some of these more games, again, Tennessee on Tuesday, they played Tennessee. They killed Tennessee here. Tennessee's going to want to exact revenge up there in Knoxville. They got the huge game against Kentucky a week from Saturday. They'll be repeating some opponents, so there'll be some repetition that Billy Donovan will have to take them through. But it's all about focus. They're 9-0 at the halfway point, not near good enough in Billy Donovan's eyes. Now it's just about building momentum heading into the postseason.
Well, guys, we'll see if the Gators can keep that momentum tomorrow afternoon, noon tip-off here at the O-Dome, looking for their, 15th in a row overall, 29th in a row here at the O'Connell Center. For Gatorzone Chris, I'm Scott Carter. Thanks for joining us.